is going on? Good morning. Happy Saturday to the whole Rebel gang. I want to touch on real quick about what's going on in Washington State with the gun ban that's looming. What in the hell is going on in Washington, man? I mean, what? This bill that's coming down, man, it bans potentially hundreds of rifles, if I'm not mistaken. Man, bans. I think also there's a ban on pistols that shoots more than 10 rounds of ammo, or holds more than 10 rounds of ammo. That would probably be a lot of the full-size Glock 17s, and unless I believe they have Glock 17s with 10-round magazines with the plugs in the magazines, if I'm not mistaken. But as I touched on many times, that is just a backdoor way just to incrementally grab everything up and get rid of it. That's pretty much what they're doing. This is America, man. Is this America, man? This is what are the people of Washington State going to do about this, man? How come? You know what I would like to see in Washington State right now? Oh, it's probably not going to happen, but Kentucky passed a bill recently telling the feds, like, fuck you. Okay, you're not touching the guns here, or we're not gonna use our people to violate people's rights, and you ain't gonna come in here and do it either. That's what they told the feds, ATF, whoever it is. They passed the law, so Kentucky is about their business. It's gonna have to be. Listen, at this point, y'all. Here's my thing. At this point, it's probably past the point of trying to get laws passed to fight shit. Put it like this, man. It's always good to have people that want to challenge stuff in court. That is a very good thing, to have people that want to, challenge this unconstitutional law, this, that, and the third. I get it. But there's a point where you got to start realizing that can't work all the time, man. So you gonna have to, the people of whatever state that these things happen in, are just gonna have to say, fuck it. We don't comply, or whatever it is. That's what it's gonna have to take. Mass non-compliance. Because when you really think about it, right? What is a law? Think about it, like put it in this perspective, right? These people, they make these kind of laws. They want you to follow these laws, right? But then the constitutional law, they don't want to really follow. They don't want to. They're violating the law themselves, right? When they violate the Constitution, that's pretty much saying, well, the Constitution is nothing but a piece of paper to them, right? So why should we follow the Constitution? Well, you have to start looking at their laws that infringe on your rights the same way as they look at the Constitution. See, they look at the Constitution as a law, as laws that they can bend and conform to the way that they want. Pretty much saying, this piece of paper is putty. We can play around with it. We can infringe on this one, but uphold this one. We can uphold that one, but infringe on that one. We ain't got to follow this one, but we'll follow that one. If any of them at all that they even really respect. I'm just trying to make a point here. So then you, as a civilian, you could treat their laws that they write and they pass the same exact way. Well, I don't got to abide by that law. As long as it's not hurting anybody, I'm not infringing on nobody else's right. I'm not physically harming anybody. I'm not stealing from anybody or nothing like that. Then leave me alone. I don't have to respect your law. You know why you don't have to respect their laws? Because they don't respect your law. Your law of the land is the Bill of Rights. They don't respect it, and they show it to you every day. But they want you to respect their laws, but they don't even respect the laws that put them that they swore to uphold, the reason why they're even in office in the first place. And this goes for police. This goes for police. This goes for Congress. This goes for mayors. This goes for governors. This goes for the president. Doesn't matter, man. I always find that really ironic. They get in office to pass these. They can't wait. They rub their hands. They salivate at the mouth to pass bills to infringe your rights. But they don't follow the law at all. So it's weird, because how do these things get passed and made into so-called legal law when you can clearly see that these laws are totally against what the Bill of Rights allows? Why should we even have to take it to the point where we have to take it to a Supreme Court? You know, it's kind of sad, man. I mean, what's the point of having a Bill of Rights if people that's in office ain't gonna respect it when they moving off emotions? Motions don't fix things, they make things worse. I just wish somebody, man, you know, nobody's asking these dudes the tough questions, man. I swear, man, I wish I could be around these dudes when they have like a rally or something. I would just heckle them. I would heckle them, man. And the main question that I would ask every last one of them, because you know what they like to say? They like to say these assault weapons are weapons of war. They don't belong on our streets. They belong on the battlefield. All of them run on the same, they all say the same exact line. You know what I would say? Okay, I get it. If that's the case, then why aren't you taking them from the cops? I probably get tossed out. I get tossed out so fast, that whole room will go quiet. I'll be like, wait a minute, you just said that these guns don't belong on American streets. Aren't the cops patrolling American streets? So why do they need them? Oh, I get it. I get it now. Don't you get it? Yeah, I get it. The goal is they don't hate the ARs and assault rifles, so-called assault rifles. They just hate them in your hands. That's what it is. They use that battlefield garbage because they know very well that the U.S. is in the battlefield, or so we think it ain't, right? If it's okay for the cops to have it, then that means it's a battlefield. All right, so then who's the battle against? If they're taking them from you and they want to take them from the people and leave them in the cops' hands, and the cops are on the streets, right? And you say that these are weapons of war, then you want the cops to wage war on civilians, and you want the cops to have the upper hand on the civilians. That is how I look at it. Gotta listen to them talk. When you listen to them talk, you will figure them out. They're not hard to figure out. They're actually idiots when you think about it. Most of these politicians that pass stupid laws, not just against the Second Amendment, but all kind of weird, stupid, dumb laws, they were dropped on their head when they were babies. They're not actually smart as you think they are. Most politicians are dumb. They just have to lie. They perfected their craft of lying. I say 95, 96% of them lie. That's how they get in office, by lying and selling pipe dreams. And it's funny because the people, right, that vote for these folks, they don't understand that these same people you voting in office are going to pass laws to violate your rights too. It don't have to just be gun rights. And it's crazy because these anti-gun people, right? They don't like the guns. And then when the gun law get passed that they like, they all like this, yay, yay, happy joy, clapping. Then the same politicians will pass a law with something else, like let's say abortion pills or some other law. Now they upset because they don't like that law that was passed against them. Go figure. Go figure, man. Or let's say this, later on in the line, when these same people that don't like weapons, if a ban was to come, and then that same person, yeah, we don't need these guns, too many guns out here. Okay, cool. They end up getting raped or somebody get beat to death in a home invasion in their house. They didn't want to go get a gun. Then they go to a store and it says, I like to apply for a firearm. Oh, well, sorry, the last year, you can't buy handguns anymore, only for police and military. There was a gun law that was passed that banned all firearms from civilians in stores. Sorry. Yeah. Then again, when you think about it, these same people don't care about that. They're not going to run and go get a gun. Guess what they're going to do? When something go wrong in their life, they call the police. And guess why they call the police? They're not calling the cops because the cops have a water squirter on the side of their holster, on their duty belt. They're calling police to help them. Why? Because they carry guns. Think about it.